Molweni, Molweni. Welcome to another Masaya Matwala video. Thank you for clicking play. Please do like and subscribe to the channel. It costs you absolutely nothing, but it does wonders for me. It helps me get these videos to as many people as possible. I'm excited and nervous on the inside because this is the first time I'm having like a sit down video with someone else. I think the other video I did was just after Shinchunji with Jess, my friend. So now I'm having another friend over. My bestie is here and we're just gonna talk all things friendship, from how to navigate them, how we are in our friendship. And I think it's just helpful for other people. We are not relationship goals, we are relationship not goals. However, we are two girls who love each other and love the Lord and have just been blessed with, I think, a really beautiful friendship. So that's what we're going to be doing. There will be some tea spilled. There'll be some funny things. There might be some, just us jokes. However, I think it's just really good to showcase godly friendships, healthy friendships, online. So I hope this is helpful for someone. Stay tuned. I still need to write down my questions. She has written hers down. We're going to put them in a bowl and then ask each other these questions. So I don't know what she wrote down, but I know how juicy my questions are. And I feel like they're going to be juicier than hers. Anywho, let me write my questions and let's get into this video. Why do you feel so hyped, ma'am?
We are in it, separate inside.
Separate inside.
We are within.
May I please have a pen? Why is there no pen in my own house? Did you steal my pen?
Pen that I was using.
You do this all the time. You come to my house, you just steal things. When am I getting my dress?
Which dress?
The short dress.
Which one?
It's big on you now. Because you lost weight.
The black one?
Yes.
Never.
And I've lost
Never.
weight as well.
I think for your sake, you should just let it go.
I'm not letting it go.
I'm looking out for you here.
Did you lose the pen?
I mean, if we look in the house.
You better get better friends, okay? Get better friends. The question is, are we gonna be friends after this?
Yeah, after.
I don't know. I have no idea. All right, y'all. This is my bestie, Clementine. Should I say your surname?
No.
Should I say your second name?
No. Hi, I'm Clem. I'm Mahle's bestie.
Gosh. Yeah, cringe. I'm cringing already. We're never going to do this.
Can we just get
Cringe. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I am gonna start with our meet cute.
Okay.
You know what a meet cute is?
No.
It's like how we met.
Okay.
Basically, our origin story.
Our origin story, okay?
Yes, that's what we're
Very
gonna start
wholesome.
with. Yeah, I think so. We're gonna try and make this video not too long. I say to claim like 30 minutes max. We want to get into, I guess, the important stuff.
Yeah.
And also the fun stuff.
Yeah.
And
And the salty stuff.
and the salty stuff, and see if we're gonna be friends after this. Okay. Test your friendship.
50-50.
Test your friendship.
50-50.
Do you want to start with our meet cute? What
sure.
you can remember?
Sure.
Yes, on
'Cause
your side.
I have my version of events.
Okay, you have 1 minute.
Okay,
Start.
So we worked for the same advertising agency, and when I got there, I remember I had already. So context: I'm from Joburg, and I worked in Cape Town at that time. Still work in Cape Town. And I had already made a couple of black friends.
Yes.
And I was so super like hyper aware of the fact that, because it's Cape Town and there aren't many black faces, whatever, I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to like gather all the black people to myself. So by the time I met you, I already had friends, and I told myself consciously,
Why are
I'm
you
not-
wearing my rings?
What else? Whose else's rings will I wear?
I'm very confused as to why do you look so glamorous and I'm out here.
Ma'am, all your things are on me. These are my glasses. I bought these.
When did you wear my ring?
Anywho, So I saw you and I was like, okay, I'm not gonna try get her into like the collection of black friends
because you had
anymore.
already
Yeah, because I was like, no.
Tapped out.
So when I met you, I remember telling you that I met you and I didn't like you.
Yeah.
But then I, introspected on that, like, why didn't I like her?
Yeah.
I tried to be indifferent and I tried to be like, okay, we're not gonna do this thing where we just gather in black friends
People,
for the sake of. So I met you, I tried to ignore you.
So do you think you didn't like me?
Not that I didn't like you, I was just like, I'm not gonna do this. Like, not
Okay.
every black person here has to be my friend.
Fair enough.
So I was just like, there's a person there, and then I moved on with my life. I don't know what happened between that and actually me like eating off of your floor, and this is not what it sounds like. But like, there's an in between that happened that I don't remember. But next thing I remember, I was like literally eating all your food. Just so that's my version of how we met.
Okay, now my version of how we became friends, and like she said, not friends, met. I think met is the right word. When we met, I was still a Kailicha. I hadn't moved to town. So then I moved to town, and I was very intentional about not feeling lonely while I'm in town away from my family. So for me, it was an intentional pursuit of like, hey, how was your day? Like, when we come in at work on Monday, I'll be like,
you pursued me.
I did. I would be, wow, guys.
Sorry.
So I'd be like, how was your weekend? What did you get up to? And then I think I initiated a lot of us coming, chilling, or
because I had no intention
you had
to.
none whatsoever. But I didn't think
if she wants to, she will.
Wow. I didn't think that you were like conscious of like, oh, I'm done with making bad friends.
Yeah.
But for me, it was just like, I'm intentional about not feeling lonely away from my family. So I'm going to like check on this, like there was no harm in getting to know you, and you lived close to my house.
Yeah.
So, and we worked together. What I was intentional about is like, not blurring the work lines, like between work and friendship, like because where we worked, it was not a friendly environment. Okay, so I didn't want to be in a position where I feel like I have to throw you under the bus, or you throw me under the bus. So I was like okay with getting to know you, being an acquaintance, but like I was trying not to be friends that I feel guilty if you mess up. I can't say you messed up, or if I messed up, you can't say I messed up. Type of vibe. Yeah. So it was like, let's see where this goes. Let me just be intentional about saying hi and checking
8 years
in.
later.
Silap, I guess I'm hectic. Okay. That is how we met, and after that I think our friendship like had claws in maybe in Joburg. I don't think in Cape Town it didn't.
It definitely solidified when we moved to Joburg.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she moved to Joburg, and then I moved to Joburg.
Not because she followed me.
Hey!
I'm not saying she saw me move.
She was
and she said,
so miserable
that is the love
without
of my
me.
life.
She was calling me all the time. She was like, when are you moving to Joburg? What are plans? Why aren't you applying to Joburg? Blah, 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 blah. All the time.
It's not lies.
All the time. She was telling me to move to Joburg all the time. And I ended up moving to Joburg. And then it was it was very togetherness. Yeah, it was very togetherness. There's a lot of messiness.
That's where it happened. A lot of togetherness happened over the messiness.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
And yeah, now we are friends. So when did we meet? Which year?
2018.
Yeah. So we've met in 2018. So how many years is that?
19, 20, 21, 22, 23,
24, 25. 7.
I was about to go to 26.
So 27. Okay. You're 7 years this year. All right, cool. I am going to start with this one. It's not okay. So we have our questions. We're gonna close our eyes and do this and choose a question to answer.
Okay.
But the first question I'm gonna ask, because pettiness, what irritates you about me
Already?
because I have a bone to pick.
I thought gonna start with favorite colors.
No. We're 7 minutes in, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
What irritates you about me?
Should I go fish the machete now or later?
No, start.
Okay.
Do you want to start or should I start?
I feel like you have a bone to pick.
I have a bone to pick. My irritation with Clementine, she knows this. She absolutely knows this. She has zero. What am I going to say? What do you think I'm going to say?
You're gonna say I have zero sense of urgency.
Exactly! Child of God. Straight from my inbox to you. Straight from my mouth to the Lord. She has zero sense of urgency. This goes from getting ready to we have to be somewhere to we have even invited people somewhere and she'll still be late. I will invite her somewhere and my issue and my pet peeve with that is it gives me anxiety. So waiting for you to walk through the door, me saving a chair for you, I'm not focused where I am because I'm looking out for when you're gonna come in, and it distracts me and I don't like it. And yes, that is what irritates me to the core about you. Just no sense of urgency. Okay, and we've spoken about this before. Sharp.
Let the record show that I arrived before you today.
Agreed.
After you
Agreed.
shouted at me that thinking I was gonna be late.
Agreed. Were you on time though?
No.
Thank you. Let's move on. Okay.
Okay. Acknowledged. This is a problem for me. It's been a problem for many years. People who know me say I have no sense of urgency, and I'm aware of it.
Okay.
And I try to mitigate it where I can.
Yeah.
And yeah,
You try.
I try.
Yes,
yeah, and I'll continue to try because I
Okay.
don't want to make you that thing that just came out.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you go.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
Impatient.
Do you know what though? I'm gonna.
Is that what you're gonna say?
Yes. I'm
Okay.
gonna also acknowledge that God is very funny because with this pairing,
Yeah.
disaster when it comes to these two things. Disaster. We have somebody who's very impatient paired with somebody who has zero sense of urgency. So you can imagine how that goes.
Okay.
What irritates me about you
Yes.
is your impatience. You are very impatient, and then
Yes.
you have like normal Mashle who's just like la 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 la,
Yes.
and then it tips over into impatience,
Yeah.
and then you just see red.
Okay. I can't move past it.
You can't move past it. Like
Fair.
why did you shout this morning?
Did I shout this morning?
Yes, she was shouting this morning because she thought I would be late, even before I said I would be late.
But no, friend, but this morning what did you say?
I said she spoke about a thing. I was like, oh, I'd love to come to that. In the moment, she was like, what time are you gonna come there? I was like, I don't know. I still have things to do. Let me look at if I can move. And already she was like, oh my word, that means you're
No,
gonna be late.
you said you have things to do.
Okay. Anyways, you are impatient, and I feel like that is something you need to work on because
Sounds like a you problem.
wait, okay.
Okay.
Let me actually ask you a very genuine question.
No, we need to move past this. Okay, yes. Ask the genuine
No,
question.
like maybe even if you don't answer it now, you
Okay.
can answer it later.
Okay.
Genuine question.
Yes.
Why are you okay with identifying as an impatient person even though you know patience is one of the fruits of the spirit?
I'm okay with it because I feel like acknowledging it is important. I don't want to be an impatient person, especially now that you've called me out that it's a fruit of the spirit. I'm not gonna blow your business out there and be like, oh, but do you have self-control? I'm not gonna say those things because that's also a fruit of the spirit, but I'm not gonna say that. I know, and you also know this, it's not just like impatience in like silly things like waiting for you or like
It's things that are important
it's
to
actually
you.
like
I get
very
it.
important things in my life outside of just our friendship, just like even in the marriage thing, waiting for marriage, like the patience that needs to be there. Also just like with other areas of my life, my career, my family. So I'm aware of it, but I do think being aware of it doesn't mean I want to stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me that's what's important.
Yeah.
I maybe sometimes do lack some other fruits of the spirit, but it's always important to acknowledge and not be comfortable sitting in it. Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, next question.
I think we need to close the door. Can you close the door?
Of course.
Just in case the sound is not a yoba.
Okay, are you pulling out a question?
No. You can pull up a question.
Oh, because you asked this one.
Okay.
And so it begins.
Are you nervous?
I am nervous because...
What?
What would you improve in our friendship?
Oh, it's a deep one.
That is a deep one. What would I improve? You know...
I wrote that question, but I didn't think about the answer. Because now I'm also thinking about it.
I'll tell you that
Okay.
I think I always have like a constant fear in my head somewhere that we're gonna be in a long distance friendship again.
Okay.
And you've called me out on that because like I feel so entitled to you, and like I'm just like,
Yeah.
why haven't we spoken in 6 hours?
Yeah.
So
But okay, sorry. But was that not traumatic, but like was that a difficult time in our friendship when I wasn't here?
It was because
I didn't know that.
It was because sometimes you need, like, I'm particularly a very like affectionate, need to be with you person.
Yeah.
But we were also very intentional about like being close without the physicality of it all. So it was like it took relearning, and we were in like completely crazy.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, wait.
Let me explain. The camera keeps on dying because of the heat. Okay. So I don't know how long it lasts. So we need to keep our questions quick.
Okay.
But
Okay. Should I explain?
no, I don't want you to explain. I'm very shocked.
Okay.
Because you know what's good for you, and you're choosing to eat poison. You are literally choosing to eat poison.
Can I explain?
Fine, explain.
So it's not what you think. It's literally, we just like have these random, very intellectual debates that I like.
But that you are attracted to in men, and you are allowing him to attract you with those things.
Okay.
You have literally opened an opportunity for him to just
I know,
draw you
and we've
in.
had this conversation.
Fine. If this is like, if you're not physically attracted to him, sharp, have all the intellectual conversations, but you are like mentally attracted to him, you're physically attracted to him, and he's not right for you. He's not.
Okay, yeah.
Fine. Who's picking? You.
Am I picking? Oh gosh. Okay. We listen and we don't judge. What has our friendship taught you about yourself? It's taught me that I don't open up easily. It's taught me that I have like very high walls. And ultimately, it's taught me how to start breaking down those walls.
That's good. I would say something similar. This is not
Try
gonna
the
work.
phone.
The camera died. Not died, but it said it's overheating. So yeah, you were saying?
What was I saying? So it took a lot of relearning, also with the like time zones thing.
Yeah.
So like, it's not something I particularly enjoyed for our friendship, like having to navigate. So
Okay. Sorry. Then to go back to the question, what would you improve?
yes. So I want to learn how to not be so entitled over this that I'm like okay with you like I don't even know how that's gonna work. But yeah, that's something that I'm constantly thinking about, to be like, okay, if we had to, like, you move to Joburg or I move to Joburg, or even like another country, which is a possibility, how would I manage that better and make us both feel safe?
Fair. I actually did not think about this question, to be honest, and your answer is like proper. What would I improve with our friendship? I don't think our friendship is perfect, but like I actually can't like pinpoint something because we talk about a lot of things. I think maybe I can share a fear that I have. The same, like how you feel like you're maybe clingy. I feel like maybe I put on you a lot and you don't express it.
Okay.
This might not be true. You've said this is not true.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, but I'm cautious of like not sharing things when they're important and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like not like adding burden to your life. I
Aw.
never want to be like an extra thing that you have to like carry. Like honestly.
You know what's being funny right now? Because I have the same caution about you.
But my issue with you is I feel like if that was the case,
I wouldn't tell you.
You wouldn't tell me. It would take you a very long time to say, I have, not even like I don't have capacity, but like space.
So I have that towards you where I'm like, I need to measure if I've been laying too much on Mahle, because I feel like you don't always do the same. So I feel like you're still very reserved and you won't like lay it all on me.
Yeah.
In such like,
Yes.
if your neighbor comes and borrows sugar like 4 times,
Yeah.
they're scared now to come borrow it a fifth
Fifth
time.
time.
So sometimes I'm scared to come borrow sugar like a 5th time because I'm like, oh, she's only borrowed once.
Okay.
So this is me saying I don't feel like you've laid on too much, even though you're conscious about it.
Okay. Cool. I think we answered the question at
Okay.
all. Okay. Can it be a fun one? We're being so serious.
Because you've called me out. What is?
What is one thing you've been afraid to tell me?
Ooh, child.
I'm trying to think what's the difference between like a secret and like something I've been afraid to tell you.
Okay.
Afraid. I'm going.
You can take me
I can take you on. So I think that thing, the one that I mentioned
Yeah.
with Locke,
Oh, okay.
that was one.
Okay.
Not afraid because I felt like I was gonna be judged.
Yeah.
I'm afraid because I feel ashamed of it. Like it's an integral thing to do. What's the opposite of integral?
Detangle.
Detangle is not a word. It's just something I did. Okay, so I did something that I'm not proud of with another friend. Nothing. Well, I'll say integral. I don't want people to think something sexual.
No.
Yeah, but just something integral, something I'm not proud of. So I was afraid for a very long time to share that with, like, you're the only other person apart from him who also knows it.
Okay.
So,
Were you fine with how I took it?
yeah. You took it way too lightly.
Yeah, because I think with me it's like, friend. With me it's like, if Karen you is embarrassed and regrets and you're going through the level of conviction you're going through, then I'm
Yeah.
fine because you wouldn't do it again and the Holy Spirit has already done the work in you.
Facts.
So-
and it was a long time ago.
And it was a long time
I was
ago.
a child. Really? Okay. Let's not make excuses.
Okay.
Let's not make excuses.
To get too far.
Okay.
Wait, I have to answer that question.
Oh, yes. Answer the question.
I answer it and we move on and we don't
Sharp,
even discuss
sharp.
it after.
Are we looking to the side? Say it.
I might have downplayed how often I talk to that boy you don't like. Okay, so
Wait! Wait! The Joburg boy.
not location.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. No one, everyone lives in Joburg. Is it the Joburg boy?
Yeah.
Are you still talking to him now?
I mean, I'm recording now, so I'm not talking to him now. So I need to clarify.
No, you said you want to say it and not clarify. Thank you for dying. Wow! Wow. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
wait.
let me explain. The camera keeps on dying because of the heat, okay? So I don't know how long it lasts. So we need to keep our questions quick.
Okay.
But
Okay. Should I explain?
no, I don't want you to explain. I'm very shocked.
Okay.
Because you know what's good for you and you're choosing to eat poison. You are literally choosing to eat poison.
Can I explain?
Fine, explain.
So it's not what you think. It's literally, we just like have these random, very intellectual debates that
That
I
what?
like.
But that you are attracted to in men. And you are allowing him to attract you with those things.
Okay.
You have literally opened an opportunity for him to to
I
just
know,
draw you
and we've
in.
had this conversation. Fine!
If this is like, if you're not physically attracted to him, sharp, have all the intellectual conversations, but you are like mentally attracted to him, you're physically attracted to him, and he's not right for you. He's not.
Okay, yeah.
Fine. Who's picking? You.
Am I picking? Oh, gosh. Okay. We listen and we don't judge. What has our friendship taught you about yourself? It's taught me that I don't open up easily. It's taught me that I have like very high walls. And ultimately, it's taught me how to start breaking down those walls.
That's good. I would say something similar. This is not
Try
gonna
the
work.
phone.
Next question?
Oh, you were answering what it's taught you.
Okay, we've moved to the phone, y'all, because the camera keeps on dying. What has our friendship taught me about myself? That it is okay to not be strong. Like, it is perfectly okay to be vulnerable and lean on people. It has taught me I am very impatient. It's also like it's hard to say what our friendship, but like there's always like mini moments of like when you would say something and I'll be like it's taught me to be less selfish and self-centered, and like to think highly of myself, and not in a bad way, but like in a come back to earth. You don't have to have the answers, and your answer is not the right answer all the time. So it's definitely made me introspect a lot on me and the high position I think I have in general.
Okay.
In general. Yeah, and I think that's a good thing. I think if God didn't allow it to come from you, it would have been hard for me to accept that about myself from somebody else.
Got you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got you.
Correct.
Is it me?
No.
Didn't I just do
No,
this?
it's not.
Oops,
These
these questions. It's anxiety.
Anxiety!
Ugh.
Okay. Oh, how does our friendship contribute to your relationship with God?
I think I have a similar question.
Okay.
We're gonna answer this twice.
Okay.
How does our friendship contribute towards my
Your
relationship with God?
Yes.
Guys, I am not even kidding. But when I say Mahle is a planted soldier in my life,
Wild.
child. No, Chami, I literally think our friendship is God ordained, just because we are able to call each other out in the Lord so much.
Yeah.
Like, we're able to hold each other accountable so much that sometimes like I lack the motivation to do it for my love of God, but you push me to a point where I'm just like, okay, I need to be better.
Yeah.
I need to be committed. I need to be this. I need to be that. I need to serve.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a coincidence. I don't think it's out of luck or anything. I know that God put you in my life because I would have needed you for such a time as this towards my relationship with God.
Yeah. I think there was a time. Okay, how has it contributed? It has contributed immensely to my relationship with God. Like I said, I can have a very big head, and it can be really hard for me to hear directly from God. I guess everyone, when you're in your emotions, when certain things are happening, but you have been a voice of reason. You have listened to the Holy Spirit regarding me. You have prayed for me. You have covered me in so many areas. And I think this also comes from like a firstborn mentality of just having to carry everything. So even spiritually, I felt like I have to carry everything. So having you is like, when I can't pray, I know you got me type of situation. Or when things are going on in my life, I know the first thing. Also, I know that your intention is what God wants for me. I think that's the best way to say
Yeah.
it. Like, I don't feel like your intentions will drive me away from the Lord. If you're not yourself telling me to pray about it, you're praying to God on my behalf for what is best for me according to His plan. So that is how it's contributed in my life, Kesan.
Cutesy, guess one. Okay, let's see. Ah,
What?
why did we have to go to this question after
What is this question?
God ordained? The Lord loves you so much.
What is the question?
I
wonder.
Can we skip it?
No.
Describe my dating life without giving away too much.
Okay, you go.
Your life.
Yeah.
Oh, Chomi.
Go for it.
So the history of it is a bit tumultuous and chaotic.
Okay. So my dating history is tumultuous. And what's the other word? Wow. Okay, I listen.
Right now,
It says history.
no, it doesn't say history, my
Okay,
love.
what does it say?
Okay, let's read this question again. Who wrote this?
You did. You
Who
did.
actually wrote this question? Describe my dating life without giving away too much.
Okay, my dating
Right
life.
now, it's the valley of the dry bones, respectfully. In this moment, Mahle refuses to even leave this house and go where the people are. Ariel did it. She went to where the people
Wow,
are.
okay. We're going there. Okay.
Right now, valley of the dry bones.
Fair.
As a collective, a book can be written.
Is that the words you're choosing to use?
Yeah, you can write a book
I can.
with multiple chapters.
Yeah, it's not bad. I actually thought
Not
you were gonna say other
not
things.
even like in a dirty sense of it, but you just there's been chapters. There's been chapters.
This is. What's the question? I need to answer it for you. Mine is gonna be hectic. Describe my dating life without giving too much away. Siblings.
You can't laugh at your own jokes. I don't think jokes work like that.
It's because you know what I mean. That's why.
Keep it moving.
That's one.
Okay.
I would actually say codependent, which I don't like.
Which I don't like.
Yeah, I would say codependent. In the past,
In the past.
yes, and right now, I would say fearful.
Yes. I mean, you just called me out now in front of the internet. Why would I go out and go where the people are? I'm just gonna stay here, and then somebody actually has to break into my house to come find me. That's it.
Fair enough. If that's where you're at, that's where you're at. But I don't want you to be fearful.
Truth is, right
Also,
now,
I feel
I am.
like fearful and traumatized.
Yeah. Yeah. Why wouldn't you be?
Okay. Let's move on right along.
You do it. You do it.
Why is it a big one? A big one is mine. I'm gonna change.
This is rigging.
I know.
I wanna be where the people are.
Boy, this is also mine. What is my worst dating trait?
I don't know if this is the worst. Okay, I need to think about this.
I'll answer for you.
Okay.
You lose yourself in a relationship. Like, I don't feel like you don't have a voice. You absolutely stand up for yourself. You have a voice. But I feel like you are way too more accommodating to the other person than you are to yourself.
Okay.
And I think like it's good, but like I feel like there's a difference between sacrifice and compromise. And I feel like you go into the closer to sacrifice than compromise.
Okay.
I don't like that. And I hope it's not like that moving forward.
Okay. I hope so too.
Yeah. Do you agree with that? Okay, fair.
What's your worst dating? I think right now, just speaking about right now, I feel like you're entirely closed off to it.
Okay.
I think you are gonna have the best time once several walls have been broken, because right now, like, your walls are very high. I mean, understandably.
Okay.
But yeah, you are kind of closed off to it right now.
Is that a bad thing?
Do you want to date?
No, I want a husband. I want a date, child. I want a husband. I'm feeling very hot. Okay.
So
fair.
I just
Not
need
fair
God. I need God to do a thing where, I don't know how we fast forward to the time where you know somebody's safe and somebody loves you and somebody, but the beginning parts where they actually, as an unknown person, have to kind of introduce themselves and kind of get your attention. The time where they have to like sit down and have the first conversations with you are gonna be tough.
Fair.
Because
do you think it comes out of hurt? Like, where do you think
I don't-
that walls come up?
I don't think
Like,
I think it's more disappointment than hurt. I think you're just very cautious about not wasting your time.
fair enough.
And I understand that. So it's gonna take a lot for somebody to prove that they're not there to waste your time.
I agree. I concur. I concur.
Okay, tis I.
What is that word that Jackie Perry said? And I was like,
I never remember Jackie Perry's words.
combobulated. That is not the word, but I was
Discombobulated.
Yes.
What's your favorite memory of us?
Oh, that is so wholesome. Favorite memory.
You have to
of
pick
us.
one.
Okay, you have to say.
One out of these 7 years.
I feel like you have one already, so you can start. Well, I think.
I have a couple, so it's tough to pick one.
Okay. Can't think of one. You have a lot. Let's go.
When we used to eat off your floors.
Is that a favorite memory?
I think that's a huge building block for where we are right now.
Okay. I agree.
Second favorite.
Also, context. I didn't have a couch.
Oh yeah.
Because people are like eating off your floor. I did not have a couch. I didn't have furniture, and we would sit literally on the floor in my living room and just eat there.
Yeah.
That's, I think, where we got to bond and get to know each other.
Yeah. Second one, because
Yes.
I have a list,
Clearly.
like a normal 7-year
Obsessed.
relationship.
We spoke about attachment earlier, right? Let's go. Okay.
Second favorite one is how you absolutely held me together last year this time.
Oh,
Sana! Remember when you first came to my house?
Yes.
Still
Slept on the floor.
Still slept on the... We have this thing with floors. We have this thing with floors. The moment we have couches, we have to start again.
Oh,
we have to start again.
Yeah.
But you absolutely single-handedly held me together last year.
Love that for us.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memories were when I was going to Australia and you threw a farewell party. Yeah, because you know, also I was very not quiet about not having a surprise party or anyone planning a party for me. But yeah, that also just comes from me just being like, I felt at the time the giver, and never receiving. So when you did that, as much as I had said it a couple of times, it would be nice, I still didn't expect it. I didn't even think it was gonna, even the other people that were there, I don't even know how you knew them, but you know them because you're in my life. But that's one of my favorite moments. I really treasure that. As you can tell, I'm very vain. I want appreciation. My second favorite part would also just be the memories of me leaving your house at night when you don't want me to leave, and I
still don't get why you leave. We've been chilling. It's 2 a.m. Why are
Guys, I
Where
really
I
wanna
have-
sleep in my bed.
where I have 2 bedrooms and one is empty, she leaves?
I enjoy sleeping in my bed.
Is it me?
No, it's never you. I enjoy sleeping in my bed. It doesn't matter where I am. If I'm at a friend's house, family, even my mom now complains. Like if in Gekailisha and it's like 9 p.m. She's like, la la. And I'm like, no, I'm going to my house. Then I'll drive back.
She will drive at 2 a.m.
Yeah. But those nights, now this one is actually eating chicken off the floor.
Yes.
Like those
He
nights.
wants a chicken
The
literally off.
31st of that other year. You know, there's a lot of those are my like our Joburg days are actually one of my favorite days. Were we chaotic? Yes.
Did we almost as a collective destroy all our livers?
Yes.
Yes.
But those were the fun times. It was the street times.
Hey.
Next!
You've said too much.
I have said
Jail. Immediately jail. Okay.
Yes.
Last 3 questions. How does our friendship honor God?
I think our friendship honor God in how we fear Him and reverence Him now compared to when we started our friendship. I think before, to a certain point, it didn't. I don't think it did honor God. I think it was our feelings and our companionship, our banter, our jokes. So I don't think it honored God, but it was helpful for us as individuals. Yeah. I think there was a certain point definitely where I would say God was pleased with our friendship because He became Lord of the friendship. Like He actually was the focal point rather than an option or a sideman. I think in my life God has
I'm literally just gonna call the police now. This is assault.
But yes, I do think how is God honored? Because we literally put Him first in our individual lives and even in our friendship. Like we come together, like we'll come to my house and we'll sing worship and like praise and worship. Like we're also talking about like, oh, today after recording we could do Bible study, or like a reminder of like, oh, there's prayer at church, or like you would just be like, oh, I was fasting on Monday, and I'm like, oh, when else did I fast, or like things like that. Yeah, so I think that honors God when we put God first in our individual relationships and in our friendships. We put God first, and I think that honors Him.
Yeah. Okay. I think, excuse me, our relationship honors God because we are okay with being uncomfortable with each other for the sake of having true conversations.
Agreed.
We are okay with having risky conversations to be like, Mahle's going to be mad when I say this, but I need to say it for
like
the sake.
when you said my relationship with God is very transactional. I was not happy about that. Was it true? Yes.
Do you want me to say it
still
again?
continue bringing it up?
Do you want me to
You
say
brought
it
it
again?
up like 2 days ago. I was like, ma'am, I'm trying here. I am trying.
You are, but I'm gonna call it out when I see it.
Not every time, Clementine.
I'll pick my battles. But the first time this happened was about that big conversation that you first were like, okay, let's talk about this.
Yeah.
And so that opened up such a door for us to be like, I'll be a friend that is like there with your delulu until this.
Yeah.
And when we reach this stage, let's actually pause and talk about it.
Yeah.
So
agreed.
I don't think that our friendship can like harbor disobedience to God.
Amen.
Like we just laid it all out. She just laid it all out.
Yeah.
In television, so
Yeah, that's such a good way of putting it. She's really good with words, by the way.
I'm trying.
No, she's really good with words. I'm good with speaking her words.
You're good with plagiarism.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's so good, and I value that. I didn't think about it like that. Like there's no room to disobey God in our friendship. Like we call it out, and I think that's a beautiful thing. And that's so wholesome.
Group hug. Okay, 2 questions.
Okay, quick.
Okay, what are we closing with?
Second last question.
Are we still friends?
Depends. We're not done yet. One word to describe our friendship and why. One word to describe our friendship and why. Do you have it already?
But I feel like I've just said it so much now. It's lost. It's mobility.
Mobility.
Nobility.
What does that mean? This is the first time you've said this in the video. Nobility?
I'm putting a Jackie Perry
You
right
are.
now.
What do you mean by nobility?
It's lost. I've said it so much that I don't feel like it's a punchline anymore.
I don't know we're doing punchline.
When I wrote this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna hit her with that punchline. But I've said it like 6 times now.
Nobility. What do you mean?
No, I'm not saying nobility is the word.
What is the word?
I haven't said the word. I'm saying the word has lost its nobility.
Yeah, when I told
You need to learn English.
I told you.
You need to learn English.
Remember, guys, she said to me the other day, I don't know what's wrong with you, but like when you pray, that's when your English comes out.
This is true. She has a different pocket of vocabulary during prayer. I swear, people need to see you praying. Child, she'll literally be like, oh, this is such an auspicious occasion, Lord. We come to you. I'm like, when did you learn auspicious?
But no, I peeped it. After you said it, I peeped it because Sana, when I'm praying and the Holy Spirit is within,
Cambridge University.
Harvard comes out and like, Kalela.
You know what?
Someone
He
record
deserves
that
the
prayer?
best.
Did someone record that prayer? Because
He deserves
people
the best.
People will not believe me. That is the secret.
He
Guys,
deserves
the
the
Holy
best.
Spirit gives us better intellect when we pray. One word that describes our friendship and why. I would say loving. I feel loved by you.
My word is safe. I feel safe with you.
So good. Such a good one.
Right?
Why did I not think of
Yeah,
that
I know.
one?
I told you to learn English.
But that is so true. I'll say secure. Which is also why that conversation we had earlier about when it's time to not end, but like the season is over for this friendship is scary for me. Because it's not easy for me to find safety and to find love or believe the love that I'm receiving. I think that's another thing. I believe your love to be true.
God doesn't tease us with his gifts. He's not going to give you something, make you feel secure, and then take it away. So
I know.
you have to be trusting that God is building us because he built us to this point for a reason.
But that's why I'm scared. I'm just like, then why would he not maintain that?
And he didn't even say he's not gonna. Like, he's just like, okay, you're in it, enjoy it. And you're like, but why would you end it? I was like,
I didn't say a word. But okay, yes. I hear you.
yeah.
But
So,
that's scary for me.
Be in it without the fear is my thing.
Now I'm in it without the fear, but you know what's happening with my other friendships.
Yeah.
So it's bringing that up and then like making me fearful about us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get you.
That was it.
Yeah.
Was there last one?
Sana, this one is so wild for me.
What is it?
Tell me a secret I don't know.
You can whisper it to me if you want.
I don't even know if I can verbalize it. I can write it down. Should I write it down for you?
Clem, no, we're not writing things down.
Okay, you go first.
I still need to think. I don't have secrets.
Then we're not doing it.
Okay, let me think. Let me actually think. There's that one secret that I'm not ready to tell you.
That's fine.
Um,
What were you aiming?
I just wrote it. I wanted to hear yours. I didn't think of mine.
Sana.
I wrote it because I wanted to hear yours. A secret. I feel like you have one.
I do have. I'm ready.
Okay, tell me. Can you share it on camera?
Absolutely not.
Okay, share it.
Can I call security?
No.
Okay. Okay, it's a mouthful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this.
Go.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Anymore.
What do you
Thank you guys for coming. This was so wholesome.
Okay, when last?
This week sometime.
Diabolical.
It's a pretty sunset.
Okay, I'll tell you mine.
Okay.
Mine is not crazy like yours, but also mine is crazy.
Okay.
Also. Wait.
You asked this question. Why would you ask this question?
No, but like I'm thinking now, it's making me think I actually have more than one secret. Because I
Okay.
don't even want to tell you this one now.
Okay.
But not because of anything, but okay, fine.
Okay.
Because mine it's cringe.
Okay.
It's TMI.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm. Take a deep breath. Are you having a stroke? Are you okay? Okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. It's fine.
Is it fine?
It's fine. We'll do round 2 and she'll tell me the secret because she's actually about to have a stroke. She's literally tearing up. Do you need time?
Yes, I don't think it's the right time.
Okay.
Um,
We're gonna give her time. It's
I'll
fine.
tell you the other one that you know. But like, okay, I'll tell you this one. Okay.
Sana. Agagoishi.
Okay,
We are
okay,
departure
ciao,
right
ciao.
now.
But I feel like you're not surprised.
Why would I be surprised? Why would I be surprised? Why would I be surprised?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is why we had to reach out to God Himself and be like, Lord.
I feel like those are things that we could have shared. I could have not mentioned names, and yours is just diabolical. You could have mentioned it. I don't think that's something to be ashamed of. Like, it's a
Absolutely
secret,
ashamed.
but not to be ashamed of. I mean, people do worse.
Thank you.
So I don't think that should be something you're ashamed of.
I'll
Especially
work on
knowing
it.
the weird things that I do.
Yeah.
In general.
Okay.
Alright.
Make it stop.
Are you over it?
I'm over it. Woo,
Okay.
child, I'm naked. I'm a question, Gamasha.
Can I tell you a secret? Clementine's big toe looks horrible right now. That is the secret. It does. Are you self-conscious about it?
I'm so self-conscious about it. Context.
Sorry, okay, yes.
I am a runner, or I'm trying to be a runner.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
And so I ran. This is actually the nasty part that I didn't tell you about.
Okay.
So I ran 21 Ks end of November, the 30th of November. Absolutely marvelous. Loved it. My toe started dying after that run. And then during December, I kind of saw it dying. And I was like, I'm not ready to not have a toenail.
Okay.
So I'm just going to keep it on until a season where toes aren't important. So I've walked around with a dead toenail.
I think this is that serious.
Yes.
Who
no,
convinced you that
toes are
this
not
is-
important right now.
Toes are
So
important right now. It's summer, babe.
I've
Your
walked
toes
around-
are gonna be out.
I've walked around with
Disabled.
a dead toenail for literally like 2 months. And then only last week I had the courage to cut off the part that's dead. So that's why it's like this now.
I'm sorry you're self-conscious about it. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
But I make it a big deal. That's how you always.
Yes. She makes it a big deal. It's really not a big deal.
You're not going to see it.
The other day I told her I haven't showered for 3 days. It's really not a big deal.
I think it is.
I don't think it's a big deal. It's just water. And I didn't leave the house. So it's fine. Anywho, we're doing too much now. We're doing too much. This is the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I actually hope you answer these questions if you're by yourself about your relationship with your friend, especially about the ones about like how does this draw you to God. I think godly relationships are important and I think they have a purpose. And I think God is intentional about the people He brings into our lives. He's not, I said this, he's not picking any border. Who do I just put in your life. I think he's intentional based on your characters, your purposes,
and what you need at that time.
Exactly. So I think hopefully this will be a fun chat, and you're watching this with your friend. And just think around friendship. And most importantly, I think one of the things that I did at a very young age is to pray for friendships, godly friendships. Ask the Lord that, like, Lord, if this person's not supposed to be in my life, I don't want to have them in my life. I don't want we're not friends because of proximity. We're not friends because we grew up in the same location and you were next door to me. If we're not serving each other right now, we're not pushing ourselves towards God, there's no need.
You
guys.
need to cut it.
There's no need. So yeah, I hope you gained something, learned something,
or at least laughed at something. I hope for this video.
Yes.
I hope I hope people enjoyed it. I hope it was funny, but I hope it was convicting.
Okay.
To a certain degree. I want people to kind of interrogate their friendships, and the important thing, besides making each other laugh and besides being there for each other, the important thing is drawing each other to God.
Amen to that.
So,
Amen to that. All right. Yeah. Do you know what I say at the end of my vlogs?
Thank you for watching. Get this message out there. Please like and subscribe.
You actually don't know.
Clem is the bomb diggity.
I say Zenit. You guys know. You guys know, and my
What do
best
you
friend
say?
doesn't even know. And she's even a member.
I am a member. Are you? Sign up today.
Zeniti xa bendibuza nam bendilapha. Have you never heard that before?
No.
Lies. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. To ourselves. Why?
Put the shoes down. Is this a hostage situation?
It's not a hostage situation, but I'm just like. Also, you haven't said you're talking to him.
So this is what it is.
Also, at the same time, I feel like you don't have to tell me everything.
This is.
Are we still friends?
What color is the sky? This song.
Mi amor, mi amor.
You tell me that it's red.
Mi amor, mi amor.
Shut up with my shoes.
Mi amor, mi amor.
I said, put them on your head.
Mi amor, mi amor. You make me.
Oh,